First ball.
A little bit of swing. And there's a few left armers within the squad as well, so a brilliant learning experience for all, even though this man has done it on the highest stage, on the biggest stage. There is a slip in place. A man at a very square fine leg and a third man. There's a big appeal, but you can't help thinking that he's maybe just grazed the ground with his bat.
Well, definite sound there. And as you say, HD, the bat might have hit the ground. He's going to review it because Mohammad Amir is sure about it that he got a little bit of bat on it.
No problem with that at all. He just grazes the ground with the toe end of his bat, unless there's an inside edge.
Well, immediately,
okay, ball is close to the bat, need to confirm.
Look back.
You can move on to ultra edge, please.
Well, the ultra edge will give us...
Yeah, keep rolling.
Here.
Keep rolling.
Nothing on the bat.
Just
hitting the ground.
roll it back.
That's going to be the review gone. That is going to be the review gone in the first
Roll it
over.
back. Couple of from roll it back, please. Yeah. Now goes flat line. Roll forward. Flat line. Okay. Just roll it back for one frame and freeze there, Tim. Yeah, okay. That is a flat line when ball passes the bat and ball hits to the bat. So I don't have any evidence. So I'm satisfied. No bat involved. So I will recommend to the SN. You can stay with your original decision. Thank you.
So SN Raza has got it right first on. A lot of confidence for an umpire when he gets a tricky decision like that right early on in the match. Imad Wasim, the captain, he wasn't sure. It was Amir who really wanted to go upstairs.
Even the wicketkeeper, Walton, wasn't sure. He didn't appeal at all. It was Mohammad Amir who was convinced, who thought there was a bat on it. Anyway, it's all gone.
Shot, yes, lovely way to get off the mark. That's gorgeous.
Well, this shot tells you how good this pitch is. Mohammad Amir once again was looking for that swing, trying to bowl fuller. No swing there at all, and skipper himself took the charge, beautifully played, right on top of the delivery. It was the driving length and he drove it beautifully.
Width, too much width and punished.
Yeah, that's the wrong length. You're better off being full than short. There's nothing in that pitch. It's a dry surface. Ball's not going to bounce much. Stayed low. Even the batsman sort of stayed nice and low when he was hitting the ball. Very, very good start by Qalandars.
Bowled and nicely played. He has opened the innings on 3 occasions as the captain out of 8 matches. And he averages 47, so he certainly had some success at the top of the order. Brave as well when the captain puts his hand up and says, you know what, I'll go up front. And when the average first innings score here is 186, you know that you've got to play this power play well. Final delivery of the first. A dot to end the first. 8 without loss. Well, missed something there, haven't we? The stumps. And that's a lovely shot. Didn't have a lot to work with, but finds the boundary again.
What a start by Lahore Qalandars. There are few poor deliveries by Karachi Kings, giving room away for him, Sohail Akhtar, to free his arms. And he's doing it very, very nicely.
And that should be just the single. Yeah, he shouldn't have been on strike for that first delivery because of an interesting bit of fielding from Alex Hales. Well, he's thrown it to just keep the non-striker honest, but or the striker honest, but it's hit the stumps and they've managed to get through for a single. The captain, not a big turner of the ball, Imad Wazim. He likes to just drift it into the right-hander. So we'll go away from the left-hander, Fakhr Zaman.
Two men on the boundary. Imad has got mid-on right on the boundary and then square leg. There's a big gap on mid-wicket.
Four more. His very first delivery disappears to the fence.
The idea is not to let Imad settle. Left hand right at the crease is causing issues for Imad Wasim. Wanted to bowl full, wanted to get that yorker in. And Fakhr Zaman, in a great touch, scored beautifully in the previous game. Yes, if he would have missed it, it would have been a problem. But he hit it nicely.
That'll just be a one. And they'll just trundle through. If they wanted to go any quicker, they would probably need the HBL buggy. Crowd building up beautifully here at the National Stadium. Looks in half-decent touch, does the captain.
Well, this is a good pitch. I was talking to ground staff this evening and they said the last game they played here, and that was an afternoon game, Zalmi scored 200 on this pitch and it was almost chased by Karachi, who scored 190 plus. Very close fought game.
Clever, they push the first one hard, as they should do. But again, just one, it ends the second. What a start, 20 without loss. The captain's been smart. When he's had half a sniff, he's put it to the boundary. But no dots. Good deliveries have still gone for one.
Well, Karachi made few changes. They have dropped Delport for Umaid Asif. They brought in a leg spinner, Osama Mirprem, playing for the first time in this PSL. A very fine leg spinner for Umar Khan. And Amir Yamin, who got injured in the previous game, which Karachi suffered because they didn't have enough bowlers. So they have made more changes. They brought in extra bowler. They thinned their batting, but they don't want Lahore Qalandars to get to anywhere near 200. Not a very good start from Karachi.
Sent back, wise. Well, what a tournament this has been. And there is plenty of ways where you can catch it. You can watch the HBL PSL online in Pakistan on youtube.com/BS Sports PK. That's in Pakistan, and for our global viewers at cricketgateway.com. It'll fall short, but it rushed him. It was pacey, it was quick, and it bounced.
Effort delivery. I don't think Fakhr Zaman was expecting that. Banged it short. It reached to Fakhr very, very quickly. Very, very fine delivery. Nowadays, in the shortened cricket, short version, 2020, bowlers don't use that short ball that often.
Brilliant, brilliant. A little drop and run. The awareness from the non-striker, the captain.
Karachi need to win this game. Nicely tucked away for single. Babar Azam, backward point. A very fine fielder. They have to really be on their toes. They have to save every single run, Karachi Kings.
There it is again. The bouncer used effectively. That'll be one for the over. He's not happy about that. He feels as though maybe it just wasn't above shoulder height. And then Ahmad Wasim as well, just saying, look, you know, it's enough of a batsman's game. Can't you give us a bit of help here?
I like Mohammad Ahmed's another effort delivery. Sohail Akhtar was looking to come onto the front foot. He's using all his tools. Slow delivery. Looking for one, and they take it comfortably.
The other three positions. Misfield, that's naughty. Straight to him and four. Now he's under pressure, Zumaid.
Well, it's a heartbreaker for a fast bowler. A good delivery was bowled. Just a little dab. Nothing in it. Should have been stopped. That is not a good effort. You've got to keep your body behind the ball when you're stopping it. No excuse. The field is lush.
I still like the calling. I like the intensity about the running between the wickets. Is that yes, there was a shy at the stumps, but you can see hungry to rotate the strike, even when there's a good delivery bowled. It's not just about boundaries for Sohail and Fakar.
If you look at the early part of Lahore Qalandar's matches where they were losing, what they were looking to do, they were looking for boundaries all the time. And that's really good to see. Yes, if the ball is there, I'm going to hit it. Another bouncer. There's a third bouncer we're seeing. So that's good. They're using that tool. So now things have changed since they've changed their openers. They have brought Lynn down the order. He's going to bat at 3. And Sohail Akhtar, who batted at number 6 previously, has come up. Few changes have really brought life in Lahore Qalandar's team.
Cool and cool. Very important. Keep those hands clean. But again, the awareness to get through for a single. And we know that boundaries play a huge part of T20 cricket. Pace taken off the ball there, so recognising early that maybe it's such a good surface that seam up every ball is not going to be the answer. As I say, I know that boundaries are often what really counts in T20, but they want to limit dot balls, and so if you can keep rotating that strike off the good deliveries, that 180 is very attainable. Smeared for no run.
You cannot afford to give any room on this surface. I like the way he's using his slow delivery. We saw Mohammad Amir doing the same. Yes, bowl that bouncer and then be smart. You can also, going around the wicket, going over the wicket, keep the batsman thinking. Make him guess. It's a mind game now.
deep square leg boundary, will fumble it more than once, but they will get just the single to end the fourth, 29 without loss. Here's Jordan. Too much width, Chris Jordan.
It's been a poor start for Jordan. We have seen even Mohamed Amir, Umaid also bowling the first delivery in the arc, then fixing it. That's not a good start. There was angle on that delivery, room was there for Fakhr, especially with the fielders inside the circle. It's gone quickly.
Nicely bowled. Just nipped away.
Well, because there is no grass on the pitch, it's very, very dry. It's got a lot of cracks. You've got to be very, very smart. I think variation is going to be the key. Look at that. No grass at all. And even the cracks are really, really small. Yes, previous game played here, lots of runs were scored, and that was last month. So expect the ball to grip a little bit.
Everyone on the edge of the circle, happy to surrender the single. Yeah, so these first 6 overs with the new ball become important from a batting point of view as well, because it's the one time where the ball may skip on. And so to make full use of this new ball, I say that from a batting perspective, because as soon as they get their grips on it and start to bowl cutters, you say it could be quite difficult. 56 for 1, that's the average power play score here in Karachi. The Qalandars, their average score in this PSL has been 48 for 1 inside the power play. It's nicely bowled.
Good nippy delivery. He's landed on the seam and just nipped in. Good pace. Almost 144 kilometers an hour. He can rev it up when he wants. The bat came very late. Lucky that he got an edge on it.
Yeah, almost the ideal delivery for T20 to a right-hander, wasn't it? It just sort of started on just outside off stump and nipped back, hitting middle and off. So there's no room for a batter to be able to free his arms.
Especially when you have a pace like Jordan's at the back.
There's pace taken off.
It's been a steady start by Lahore Qalandars. If you look at it, just rolling his finger on the ball, on the seam, taking all the pace off. And look at the way they're running. That's the plus. That's a good thing by Lahore Qalandars.
Again, pace taken off. The Karachi Kings are fighting back here inside the power play. That's 5 gone. It's 37 without loss.
Done. Now Umaid Asif. Karachi Kings winning the toss here at home in a must-win match for the home side. And of course they're playing one of the form team, the Qalandars, who rattled up some remarkable chases to the likes of their overseas players, Mike Dunk, Ben Dunk even, David Visa, the South African, and of course Chris Lynn, the Australian. Smashed and over the top of mid-on for 4.
Fans make the most of this, because you've got to love the green machine. And the skipper's on the charge here, striking at 133. He's 28 from 21. Sahil is enjoying himself on this mosaic 22 yards.
Yeah, I think he's just beginning to loosen up a little bit. playing with more freedom now, Sohail Akhtar. Little flick leg side. That is not for. Sharjeel is the fielder, and he has saved a boundary here. This dive has saved 3 runs. We'll just have a look at that again, the third umpire, but that's fine. I love the little flick off the hip from Sohail Akhtar. Karachi winning the toss and deciding to bowl first here in this great clash, the rivalry between the two cities, between the two teams.
Really excited about this guy, Umar Asif, that is, in terms of his action. I stood next to him, looked at him, had a little smile and said hello, given him a wink and said, impressed with his technique. He's a lot taller than you think. He's about 6'4", 6'5". There's a lot of him. It's a nice, simple action.
Oh dear. Well, he's lost his bearings there just a bit, hasn't he? I think what it was Fakhar Zaman who made an early move to go leg side, and Umaid Asif went to follow him here. Watch. You can just see, look at that. Look how far outside leg slump Fakhar Zaman is standing.
Another great thing you may have picked up there very quickly is that he has a very big split finger in terms of bowling that slower ball that floats out. Hence the loss of the radar with that one.
Nicely played. The third man is up inside the circle. That's flown past him for 4.
Danger here is that when you do bowl a wide, so often in the game of white ball cricket it disappears the next one. You just overcompensate a fraction. That's what happened here with Umar. Can't bowl that length with this field.
Does play with angles, Fakhar Zaman, and he's come off a score in the last match. He's getting his bearings. He's fine-tuning his game. So 12 from this over from Umaid Asif. Short, chops it on. He looks to the heavens. They're not going to help him. Umaid Asif strikes. It's an inside edge, and Fakhar Zaman's got to walk back.